This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another lesson through the power and spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, so first and foremost, Kal Alayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakaha Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the brothers who preaching and teaching us truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites who may look like the other nations, but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akawats, which is the sisters. Alright, so the name of this video is the name of this video is this is even more reason. Alright, this is even more reason to fear the Most High. And I'm going to show you the reason why I named this video as such. Alright? Because a lot of our people refuse to fear the Most High. Alright? Because we refuse to subject ourselves to the Most High, and these things. And in the long run, we just end up getting the shitty end of the stick. Alright? We just end up getting the shitty end of the stick. Because it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that controls each and every single thing, He is our creator, and He created us. And with that, it's only common sense that they should fear Him. But a lot of our people, they don't fear Him, And by that, in the long run, you just end up receiving judgment. Alright? So I have something to show here, just bear with me. Look at that in the video all there. Alright? Look at that in the video all there. Now what's something? Let's see. Let's see. Alright, sorry. Alright? Watch out his condition. Relative?
Yeah. What? Yeah, one blind boy.
Talk to me. Yeah? This is where I work, alright? I work at a particular medical institution, and I see a lot of crazy things. But this, for me, was the craziest by so far that I have seen. Watch out this guy. Alright? Now, when I had first saw this guy, when they pull up in the car, this guy, watch at him. This guy was in a fetal position. Alright, as you could see here. When he was in the car, sat down in the front seat, when they came to carry him to do therapy, he was in a fetal position. This guy twists up so much. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai twists this guy up so much that his knees was literally touching his forehead. When I see that, my paw started raise. Chills run up my spine. Alright? Chills run up my spine. Now, I thought that this guy maybe had born this way or something like that. But it's not until, let me see, I saw this here. When they're looking to take him out of the vehicle. Because these pictures here is when he had finished with therapy and whatnot and was going back into the vehicle in order to take out these pictures, because I sent a voice note to the brothers concerning what I had saw Salakia. Alright? What I had saw. Fix that there. Alright? And that I told them I would take out some pictures and whatnot. I would sneak some pictures and whatnot. Alright? But what I'm saying is when I had noticed this while he was being taken out, if I notice his arm, his left arm, alright, there is tattoos on his arm. Alright, so it's obvious a guy in this position wouldn't be taking no tattoos. He had to take those tattoos before he had gotten to this situation that he's in here now, that Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is plaguing him with. Alright? It is obvious. When I had asked now his relative concerning how he ended up in this position, is because he was a victim of a vehicular accident. He was in a vehicle accident. Alright, he wasn't even the driver, he was a backseat. He was a backseat passenger. The driver, he come out unscathed, unscratched, you know. And him, he was actually sleeping in the vehicle when the accident took place and whatnot. And what go on, he had gotten brain damage. Alright, he had gotten brain damage. Alright, from that accident, and by him having those neurological problems and what have you, this is the end result. Over the years, because it's about 5 years, his body has been deteriorating. Alright? And his joints and whatnot. I'm trying to get the correct word. Alright, his joints, you know, it started to deform. You know, it started to deform his body. But you see, the thing is, this is all the works of the Most High God. And this is why we have to fear the Most High God, because there is ways, there's means and ways that Yahweh Hashem Yahshai could deal with us in such. Whew. I rather fear the Most High God. Look at that. Alright? Look at that. Alright? So let's go to some scriptures. I ramble enough. Wait, boy. Wow. Wow. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. It reads, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal." Yeah? He kill, He make alive, I wound, and I heal. So yes, it is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that put him in that position that he is in now. Alright? Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. They could do all the therapy, carry him for all the therapy, because the family was saying, one of the relatives was saying, the government was supposed to be sending somebody to be giving him therapy at home, you know, on a regular basis. Alright, so that his joints wouldn't seize up on him Because that is what I wanted to join sort of seize up and sort of come into that, sort of go into that deformation stage. But the thing is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai put it so that, you know, he had to endure now what he is enduring. Right now, what you are literally seeing before you, he right now, he is in a living hell right now. Yeah? He is in a living hell right now. His spirit is trapped within his body right now. Yeah? His spirit is trapped within his body. For over 4 to 5 years, his spirit is trapped within his body. Alright? Verse 40. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies, and I will reward them that hate me. And this is a total reward that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai had put upon this guy here, because, hey, I'm sure, you know, I'm pretty much sure that back then, even in his, I'm sure he paying for something. If it's not within his lifetime, he's paying for something. He may be paying for something that he did in his previous life. Alright, because we all have to understand reincarnation is real. Reincarnation is, it does exist. Alright? And this is a serious judgment that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai put upon him. Yeah? Because why? Let's go to Psalm 68. Psalm 68 and 19. What does it read? Blessed be the Lord who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvation, Salah. He that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto the Lord belong the issues from death. Alright? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, he controls everything, all the aspects of our lives, all these things. He controls it. Alright? He is the one that makes the decisions in whether to plague you or not, or how to plague you. He could plague your mind, he could plague your body. Alright? Plague your spirit. This is what is capable of the Most High God. This is what the Most High God is capable of, Salakia. Because he controls everything. Verse 21, but Yahweh shall wound the head of his enemies, and the hairy scalp of such as one that goeth on still in his trespass and his wickedness. And again, as I say, this guy, he had did something really serious for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai to put such a judgment upon him. A judgment that I would not want to receive. That guy is like, that guy is a skeleton, a literal skeleton, a living skeleton before he even go to the spirit world. Alright? He don't even know, hey, wait, wow. He didn't even know what the hell going on around him. Alright? He can't speak for himself, he can't do nothing for himself. He's like a vegetable. He's a literal vegetable. And just as a vegetable that, you know, it get old, when it start to get old, and it start to get quail and deform and twist up and wrinkle up and all these things. And this is what is taking place with this guy here. This is what is taking place with him. This is 1 Samuel. I'm going to 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. It reads what? I will start from, let me see. I will start from verse 3. It reads, talk no more so exceedingly proudly, Let not arrogance come out of thy mouth, come out of your mouth, for the Lord is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. This is why we have to fear the Yahweh Hashem Yahshai and watch what we say and watch what we're doing. Alright? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahshai holds everything in the balance where our actions and our words is concerned. Our deeds, our thoughts, our thinking. Everything is weighed within the balance. And by that is where judgment, the utterance of judgment will proceed. Alright? Verse 4, the vows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumble are girt with strength. They that were full have hired out themselves for bread, and they that were hungry cease. So that the barren hath borne 7, and she that hath many children is waxed feeble. Verse 6, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Yeah? The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave. Yeah? He kill you, pay you down into the grave and bring back up your spirit. To meet him in the spirit world. Alright? The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich, bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them. Alright? And this is what it is. Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is someone to be revered, to be feared and revered. Alright? Even us who in this truth here, we can't take this truth for granted. We can't take this truth for granted and be all complacent and what have you. Because there's a judgment for that also. Alright? This is Sirach 11 and 14. It reads, prosperity and adversity, life and death. Yeah, prosperity and adversity. Alright, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord. All these things, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, he could bring towards you because he is Almighty God, right? He is the Almighty power. He could do these things to you. Whether it be to uplift you, or whether it be to bring you low. Take Job, for example. You think it was Satan that just went and ups and do that to Job? What he had done to Job and what have you? No. The Lord gave Satan permission to go and do it. Satan cannot go and do anything unless the Lord gives him permission to do it. Alright? Satan could not just pick up himself and just go and start to plague Job and whatnot and so forth. No. It's the Lord that did it. The Lord take away that hedge of protection which is the angels. The angels encamp it amongst them that fear the Lord. So the Lord take away the holy angels, the righteous angels, which was that protection around Job. To do what? To let Satan have his time. Alright, to do what he has to do with Job. Alright, so that Job can be tested. Alright? That's a perfect example. But yes, still Christians will talk about Satan, you know, that is the work of the devil, and by the power, yes, the work of the devil, but who ordered the devil to do the work? Or Satan, I would say, who ordered Satan to do the work? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright? Verse 16, error and darkness had their beginning together with sinners, and evil shall wax old with them that glory therein. And this is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai did to him. Alright? Because I sure he was some wicked ass nigga. Because I thought, when I see that, I say, well, who knows, he may be born like that, and all that too is a plague, you know. Especially if he born like that, well, he is something where you have actually and try to plague you from what he had done in his previous life. Don't get it twisted. But he didn't born like that, because when I see the tattoos on his hand, I was like, no, but he ain't born with that, you know. He ain't born so, you know. He ain't born with cerebral palsy, because I thought he born with cerebral palsy, and it taken a serious toll upon him. Alright? Not knowing is, that's a nasty judgment, boy. That's a nasty judgment. Let's go to Isaiah 45 to prove something. Isaiah 45 and verse 5. I will start from verse 5. It reads, I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no power besides me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light. Yeah, I form the light. This is what the Most High is saying. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. And create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, do all these things. Because why? There is no God beside him to compete with him that could stop him from doing whatsoever his will proceeded out of his mind to bring forth. Alright? Because he is the ultimate. He is the ultimate power. Alright? And this is why he bring it upon this guy. And this is why he bring plagues upon a lot of us. Yeah, what man, that's I ain't gonna do that. What should I? Alright, this is why he bring plagues. This is why he's bringing plagues upon the world. And this you ever wonder, like concerning stillborn babies and all these things? You know, babies now being babies coming out of the mother womb stillborn. You know, they die in the mother womb. Or the born normal, and then all of a sudden some complications start to take place with them. Alright? Autism and all these things. Alright, that's not bad. Bear with me. Alright, so lucky about that. That was some two-third niggas passing and once it a loud noise. But anyhow. Alright, so as I was saying, all these things and all these plagues that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua putting upon people is saying, you know, people getting in people dying in some kind of horrific ways and all these things. Alright, is the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Because why? This is what he said. This is Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where would the righteous cut off? Yeah, whoever perish being innocent. Alright? Or where would the righteous cut off? Right? Because we all done some wicked stuff that just deserving of whatever judgment that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua brings forth upon us. All of us. Nobody is innocent. Down to the little Gugu Gaga. Yeah, down to little Gugu Gaga ain't innocent. Alright? And it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua that is bringing those judgment upon them. That's why what? That's why let's go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It reads what? Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Fear him. Fear him. Alright? Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. But you see, the thing is, 2/3 of our people, they refuse to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright, because they think that they are their own gods, they think that they think that they run their own show, they think that they have control over their lives. When that is far from the truth. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 6. It reads, because to every purpose there is a time. Yeah, because to every purpose. What Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has purpose towards you where judgment is concerned. Because to every purpose there is a time and judgment. Therefore the misery of man is great upon him. And this man is in great misery. This individual here, he is in great misery right now. He, as I say, he is literal. His spirit is trapped within his body and crying out, can't do nothing. His spirit is in hell right now. That is hell. Not that false doctrine of Christianity where the teachers concerning hell. Some big lake of fire with a man dressed up in a red suit, 2 horns, with an arrow tail and a pitchfork in his hand. No. Hell, heaven and hell is a condition. And this man is in severe hell. Alright, he's in severe misery. Verse 7, for he knoweth not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be? He didn't know. He didn't know that when he was in that vehicle. He didn't know that would have been his position. That's why he had to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. You know, and pray and seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Ask for protection from him. You know? Ask for protection, because you could be walking down the road. Sometimes when I go in across to go and get my meal and thing when I know I'm working in the night and whatnot, I don't play that with the road, you know. I don't rush the road. I just take my time and cross the road, use the lights, because you can't play a rush on the road and, you know, like tempting the Lord. A car could just come out and no way and clear your way. I can remember some years back, that was around 2013, a lady crossing the priority bus route with her daughter. She looked left, she looked right, she didn't see nothing. By the time she almost reached the middle, let him say the next side of the road, you know. The middle, that's why I move a junction there. The middle, by the time she just almost reached the middle of the road, it's because a defense force vehicle out of nowhere take she daughter out of she hand, because she was holding she daughter hand crossing that road. And out of nowhere, she daughter hand left her hand. When they do take suckers, because the girl quite up the road. How she end up quite up the road? Because the SUV, you don't know how them soldiers and policemen and Coast Guard and whatnot, how they just use the bus route. The clear way she clean. Or what about some, I think it was a minister or some kind of thing, so his daughter was driving around by just by the Hazley Crawford Stadium, and some big truck. Some big truck. I forget what that truck is being used for, but it wasn't a container truck or whatnot. It was a kind of like a utility truck, a equipment truck, heavy to do road work or some kind of thing. All right. It crushed she and an ex-passenger, a female passenger, you know. The two of them dead. I forget he was a prominent man, but I forget, but you know, these are just perfect examples. Because we don't know. This is why we have to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahshua and seek him. Verse 8, there is no man that had power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Alright? There is no man that had power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Alright? To bring spirits out of adversity and to free spirits out of hellish conditions and all these things. Or to hold somebody's spirit. No. Neither hath he power, even if you try to say, even if you say you're doing it through voodoo, through witchcraft, is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai making that witchcraft come true. Because he's the power of all spirits. Alright? Go read 2 Maccabees 3. I can't remember the exact verse, but he's the power of all spirits. Alright? Neither hath he power in the day of death. No man hath no power in the day of death to free themselves from death. And there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to what? To it. Let's go to verse 11. Alright, verse 11. Ecclesiastes, 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Yeah? Yes, so this guy was doing all kind of wickedness. And getting away with it and thinking, well, he getting away with it, but not knowing, is Yahweh Hashem Yahshai giving you a rope. Verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Lord, which fear before him, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yeah? You guys get twisted with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You guys get twisted and feel some jokey thing. This is Sirach 39 and 26. It reads what? The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are good for the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into what? Into evil. But what the Most High say? There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Who is the him? Yahweh that made them. Who is the them? The evil spirits. Spirits that are created for vengeance, to bring forth evil. Alright? To render vengeance. Alright? Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions and serpents. Yeah? You see, yeah? I remember some years back, a Carib, an employee at Carib, he forgot to tie his dogs before he leave. And his mother come outside to water she plants or something. And what went on? The dogs mauled his mother to death. Some pit bulls mauled his mother to death. What about the little boy? Would the Rottweiler maul him to death? The little 4-year-old boy. Yeah? Would the Rottweiler maul them to death? Yeah? Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents. And the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment. Yeah? These spirits will rejoice at his commandment. Whose commandment? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because with him belongs the issues of death. Alright? And they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress what? His word. They is going to carry out, they is going to execute every order of judgment that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai issues against each and every single one of us when the time and period comes of itself, by the way and power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So let me hear the whole conclusion of the matter. Let me go back to Ecclesiastes 12. And I think it's 11. You know? I think it's 11. Let me see something. This is 13 actually. Alright? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 it reads, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. So let me sum up this whole thing here because this video done. Let me sum it up here now. Fear the Most High, and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment with ever secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Kal halayam la alahayanawa Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Makah HaKodash. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the brothers who preach and teach in this truth, surely four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites. Alright, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akawans. This is the brother Kahan from the GMS, Prophetic Vibration Campion Trinidad, signing out and saying shalom, shalom, shalom.